identity, killed it, dead it. She gone.
The year 2023 is coming to an end.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kindall. Welcome to my platform. If you clicked on my video for a specific reason, or if you like videos like this, go ahead and subscribe and lock in with your girl. So y'all, this is my very first video on my platform in about a while. So this is the very first video. I'm going to start to be more consistent. I know y'all hear that all the time, but yes, I want to grow my channel. So I decided to start with a video like this so I could talk and reflect about my 2023, because if you are like me, I had a very rough year, but I had so many different blessings and I am very forever grateful. So go ahead and get your wine or your popcorn or whatever and just sit back, relax, and we're gonna just talk through how 2023 went for both of us. All right, now that you are back, y'all, let's just dive straight into 2023. Y'all, my 2023 was like a roller coaster. Like, I went through so many emotions. I went through so much stuff. I went through ups, I went through downs, but let's just start off in the beginning. So I do have a dedicated vlog to like take you along my journey, but I just want to speak about the mental aspect of 2023. So in the beginning, I started out 2023 like super sick. Like, y'all, I was like so sick. I think I had the flu. Yeah, I had the flu. And in the midst of me having the flu, I ended up meeting somebody like so amazing, and we were both sick. So we ended up starting the new year off like so crazy, sick as a dog. Then we're gonna fast forward. I ended up losing my car. So at this point, y'all, I just thought things couldn't get any worse, because in 2022, like, I was going through it. Like, I had so much stuff I was dealing with ending 2022. So this was just adding on to like a very crazy year ending already, and then starting out the whole new year very crazy. But little did I know, like, my life was about to take an even bigger turn. Things was just like so horrible for me mentally. I just didn't know how I was gonna survive. I thought I was gonna have to quit my job, and I was just going through so many different emotions. I was worried about my son and his well-being, his mental state, with the whole dynamic and shift of everything happening. I would give you guys a backstory, but go ahead and comment down below if you want to hear the backstory as to why I was going through all of this stuff. So now we're gonna go into getting into February. Like, things were still chaotic for me. I was still going through so much stuff, and at that point I thought I wanted to quit my job because I was going through so much. So on my birthday, I ended up spending my birthday pretty much nowhere near how I planned on, because I didn't have nothing I wanted to do for my birthday. So I met somebody and they decided to get me out of my funk and take me out for the entire day. Had an amazing time. I went to the Luminarium, I went bowling, I went out to eat. Like, I went so many different places. Like, my birthday was so freaking amazing. And granted, like, it was such a great time, but it was chaos that happened after the fact as well. So it was like I couldn't really enjoy the good moment, because then the bad moment came right hand to hand. And then like right after that, like, I'm really facing like reality. Like, my life is the shits. I am mentally overstimulated and I'm about to lose my job. I just met somebody. I'm getting over a situation. I'm losing friends. Like, I'm losing so many people around me. Like, it was just so freaking crazy. So right when I thought I was gonna quit my job, y'all, literally right when I thought I was gonna quit, I ended up putting in, I think I was ended up scheduled like 4 or 5 days off, and I was implementing my new schedule to my job because I was kind of mentally over it. I ended up getting a promotion. So it's crazy, because in that very moment, all I kept thinking about is that I need more money, I need more money, I need more money. But then quitting my job, I wasn't gonna get more money. So right when I was just about to give it all up, like literally, I get a promotion. And then my faith with God started to increase. So I started to build this relationship with God and like find myself and like just tap into like different energies, because I was just literally stripped for nothing. Like, everything from me was stripped like completely. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, it did. The refrigerator in my old apartment started to go bad, and it just completely stopped working out of nowhere, like completely out of nowhere. So granted, my car, I lose my car. Prior to me losing my car, I was going through so many issues with my car. So on top of that, losing my car, now my apartment is going crazy. One of my rooms was barely functioning and my refrigerator stopped working. I was already Ubering to work, so now I'm gonna have to Uber every single meal of the day for me and my son. Like, I struggle so much mentally. It was such a strain there. And now with this new promotion, now I have employees that I'm having to manage. So like, y'all can only imagine the stress that I went through. Now, like, y'all, I'm getting so teary-eyed talking about this because it just went crazy. So things started to get worse because I stopped paying rent, and I know what comes with not paying rent anymore, but I was withholding my rent because they wasn't fulfilling their obligations of the leasing contract that I signed. So if you're not gonna sit here and accommodate my needs, then I'm gonna withhold rent. So with all of that happening, it was just so much stuff. Then I at this point, I'm losing my apartment too, because I just physically could not stay there because there was so much stuff going on. So I packed up all my stuff, put it in a storage unit, and then God sent an angel. He sent my friend, and my friend agreed to let me stay with them. So I stayed with my friend until a month because I had, well, let's just back up a bit. I applied for another apartment, got the apartment, got approved and everything, but my move-in date wasn't until, so this is all in April, so my move-in date wasn't until I think June is when it was available. Yeah, because I ended up, well, it was really May 28th, and then they moved it back to like June 9th. So through the whole month of May, I had nowhere to go. Like, I was staying with a friend, and I was really just getting my shit together because I had stayed with a friend. I had all of this money that I had held up, and I was just saving it for my new apartment because I just knew I couldn't physically stay there anymore. It was just so much stuff going on with it, and there was so much dark energy in that home. Like, y'all, it was such a dark presence in there. I was afraid to sleep. I was not sleeping. I was depressed. I couldn't eat. I was just going through so much stuff. Like, I was just in a zombified state, just constantly moving, and not even taking the time to like step back. So when all of that happened, I started to date someone very seriously. So I would go back and forth to seeing them, and that would be like my only mental break that I was getting through at the time. Like, I wasn't telling everybody what I was going through, but the times that I was catching my breaks, like, I was enjoying it, but it was so short-lived because I had to go back to my actual reality. So now we're gonna fast forward to me getting into this apartment, which is the apartment I'm in now. Getting here was definitely a struggle and a stressor, and it was just so much stuff that I was going through. But I guess that was just God telling me, like, I did not need to be in my old place. I did not need any ties or anything attached to that old place. There's so much stuff that had transpired there, and I'm so far past that, but it was just so much crazy stuff that were happening, like back to back. So with this new place, this new energy, not hardly anybody has been here to visit me, so I'm very cautious on who I let into my home. Now, I never realized how sacred that was until this year. So with all of that happening, my faith in God started to strengthen. I would pray every day, do my daily devotions. I was literally locked in with God like this. Like, we were locked in, like all the way locked in. And I just remember just at a point where I wanted to commit suicide, and I was just like, damn, like, do I really want to take my life out because like things are piling up? It's like, nah, that shit, like, you gotta snap out of it. But I had a very close friend there, like, talking me out of these like crazy thoughts. I was crying all over the place, and things started to get brighter in this dark storm. Like, granted, it was a roller coaster, but it started to get brighter as the year trickled on, and we're getting into the summer, and then now we're gonna get into the cold months. As I started to enter into the summer, things started to look very up for me. Yes, it was hot, but I had a new place. I was very grateful. And y'all, I just remember, I had to make sure I'm still in focus. I just remember like just doing the work and having faith in God that he was gonna take care of me. Like, God just like, nah, I got you, don't even worry about it. If y'all hear footsteps, it's my little dog, but we're gonna get into him too. So yeah, I just remember just like praying a lot and just keeping my faith. Like, things are gonna get better. Like, this is just your season to weather a storm. Like, this is your season, this is your stormy season. Like, you have to go through this because it's a bigger blessing coming, I promise you. So I embarked on this new journey in August. Like, I ended up getting into a relationship with someone, and I want to say like that was like the best decision I could have ever done, because this is like my best friend. Like this person is literally like my best friend. Like words can't explain it. Like this person is literally my best friend. But when you're looking at the vlog, you're gonna see like how much happiness I started to develop as the year started to trickle on. So now after well, during the month of August was a very, very, very pivotal point for me. Like this is where things started to change drastically. So beginning of August, I get in a relationship, and then something came over me. It was like, you need a car, like ASAP. Like you need a car, because if you do not add this key piece in your life, things are gonna take a turn for an even bigger storm. And I was not prepared to weather that storm. I was not trying to go back down that direction. And y'all, I don't know what happened. Like I'm gonna show you the page where I wrote down, I had wrote down that I was gonna get a car in July of 2023. I ended up writing this on June something. I gotta find it in my notes. Like, and when I tell y'all, manifestation is real. Oh, and so throughout all of this, I created a vision board. I don't remember when, but I created a vision board, everything I wanted this year. And literally I was living in that. Like I was taking trips, I was traveling more. In the midst of all the chaotic shit in my life, when I was telling y'all, like I was taking those little minor breaks, and I was enjoying the short moments where I can take a break from my reality. Like y'all, I was traveling more, I was happy, I was living in the moment, and this was all due to this individual who is just a godsend, and he solidified that in August. So when August came, I ended up getting into a relationship, and then on top of that, I literally ended up getting my car. So yes, I did not get it in July, but I manifested my car in my life in the month of August. Because in that moment, I realized it was July and I did not get it because I had just moved to my place. I was like, okay, Daisha, that's a bit much. Because I thought originally, like I said, I was supposed to move in May, but I ended up moving in June 9th. So with my moving day being pushed back to that day, then that means my car ended up getting delayed. So my car got pushed back another month. When I get my car, like that whole month, I was like, I will have a car before September. I literally will have a car before September. And I kid you not, at the end of August, 9 days, I think it was literally 8 or 9 days before before September hit, I get my car. And y'all, here is the crazy thing of it all. This car that I get was the same car that I was, so yeah, I just had to readjust, but y'all, my camera cut off. But literally the same car that I ended up getting in August, at the end of August, was the exact same car. And I'm not just talking make and model, I'm talking about the exact same car that I seen posted online for like, I think it was like $8,000 at the time. Same dealership, same exact car, everything was it's the same car that I was looking at in February. Because when I lost my car in January, I was gonna get a new car in February, but God just didn't have that in his plans for me. He wanted me to be carless for 8 months. He wanted me to understand and appreciate a vehicle when I finally do get another one. So that's why it took me 8 long months to get a car. I could have been had a car. I was getting rentals. All that money that I was spending on rentals, all of that money I was spending on rentals, it could have went into a car. So I knew I could have easily got a car. Like the car, affording a car wasn't the thing. It was appreciating the vehicle and having zero influence as to when I get this car and how I get it and what kind of car I was gonna get. So I knew I wanted a Nissan Juke, a specific Nissan Juke. I wanted the Nismo, and I wanted a specific year of 2023 because I wanted the new features that came with the car. Like I just liked how the 2023s look. I originally wanted a sunroof, but it wasn't like, it was like that part was like a toss-up. So I seen at this dealership, they had this car, they had it in black, because I didn't want certain colors either. Like I didn't want my car to stick out, because I had rented one and it was a yellow one. I'm gonna insert pictures, but I entered one and it was a yellow one, and I was just like, I don't mind a bright car. But then I had to be more practical. Like I just didn't want my car to be that noticeable, considering all the stuff that I was going through, and I just didn't want to be spotted so easily. Like I wanted to live a low, discreet life, and I just want to be undetected for a while, like get off the radar, so I can kind of enjoy myself and pop out when I want to. I want to control how I was being seen and when I was being seen. So this car in particular was a black one, and if you know the Nismo Juke, then you know like the little features that it come with, and then it is the sport one, so it has a turbo engine. So that particular car was listed on their website in January, but I didn't see it until February. I kept saying like, oh, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it when I get my taxes, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. But then the price was still too high as to what I wanted to pay. So now we're gonna go back into August. I hope y'all following me. We're going back to August. That car has still been on the market since the time I seen it, since the time it had been listed. That exact same car has still been on the market. So they kept dropping the price. It was 500 decrease, 500 decrease, 500 decrease, 500 decrease. I got the car at 5,500. That exact car. So that car was meant for me to get it. Like, it was destined for me to be driving the exact vehicle that I am currently driving. Like, that was without a doubt where I was supposed to be, in the vehicle I was supposed to be in. So everything is in divine timing. Like, I promise y'all, everything happens when it is supposed to happen, not when you think it's supposed to happen. So yes, I get my dream car of my current reality. This is my dream car. This is the only car I've ever wanted to see myself in this current moment, in the exact mindset that I am in. So when I get my car, oh my god, y'all, like, it feels like such a light weight had lifted off of me. Like, I got my car, I'm flourishing in my career, I am flourishing in the relationship, my son is great. Yes, I had turmoil that I was still dealing with, that I'm still managing, still handling, but things get better. Like, things wasn't great. My son had just started school, so it was great. Like, I had got my car a few weeks after my son started school, so I was able to see him more. I was able to pick him up from school, drop him off to school, take him different places, because I had been without a car for so long. Like, y'all, I was taking the MARTA bus and the MARTA train all the way to the north side from where I currently stay. Like, this, I'm talking, this is like our commute, like our 30-minute commute. Uber's spending $100-some a day just to go see my son for 4 hours, and then having to go drop him off and do this whole little turnaround. Like, y'all, it was exhausting. Like, I went through the storm, like, completely went through the storm, and it's just such an amazing journey that I went through this year. Like, yeah, this was my preparation and my healing year. No, this was my healing year. This was the year that God broke every barrier and stripped everything away from me, and I had to heal from every single thing. I had a death rebirth. Like, I lost my old identity, killed it, dead it. She gone. Like, she completely gone. And then now, this whole new person, I'm getting to know who she is. Like, she dressed different, she looked different, she's slimmer. Like, look at my face. Like, y'all, I had lost so much weight, and we have to talk about that, because your girl I'm thinner like I used to be. This is what I'm used to feeling like. I was so heavy because I had a child. Like, if you look at some of my old videos, you're gonna see how heavy I was, and then you're gonna see some of those videos at the end of 2022 that I started to slim out of my face. So I was going through a depression, and then it's just amplified after that. Like, towards the end of 2023, like, my depression just trickled. That was a direct impact on my weight and my health, and different things that I started to learn that was going on with my body. Like, a lot of things I had to deal with and cope with that I will not disclose, because I don't want to talk about that stuff. It's a more personal thing, and I only talk about it with certain people. And like I said, I dress different, I walk different, I have a different kind of demeanor. I have, my discernment is on, like, and I'm elevating, I'm flourishing in my career. Like, it just seemed like God removed so many blockages. So this was a godly year, like, and not in that whole white godly type thing. It's more so like God came through and showed up and showed out. Like, he broke everything, like everything, stripped me naked, like literally lift the rug off from under me from what I known as my reality in my life. I was so comfortable with it, yanked the rug right out from under me and was like, no, you're starting over. You're completely starting over because you're too comfortable, and I have something bigger in store, and I don't even know what that is. Like, I'm still on the journey to this bigger blessing, but the storm has lifted. Like, I'm starting to see those clouds recede. I'm starting to see that sunlight peek through. I'm starting to see the horizon where I can see the water in the skyline me, and it's so beautiful. But yeah, so now we're gonna fast forward to this little guy. But yeah, so holidays roll around. I went to Tampa for the first time. Like, y'all gonna see that in the vlog. Like, Tampa was so fun. Even though I spent like less than 24 hours there, like, y'all, it was amazing to just go to Tampa and experience Tampa for the very first time. Like, y'all, I wanted to go to Tampa so bad, and I'm still going back. I'm still going back to Tampa. Yeah, so many exciting things have started to happen, and I started to just be excited for life again. Like, yeah, girl, you're gonna get some bad, but the good is very good and you need to enjoy it. So yeah, I went to Tampa in October. Yeah, and then November and December was kind of like, these 2 last months was like a blur. Almost like, it was a holiday season. Yes, I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, but it felt new and refreshed. Like, my Thanksgiving wasn't a traditional Thanksgiving. I didn't really celebrate Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, but then I went to see my boyfriend, and then we celebrate Thanksgiving in a non-traditional way. Like, things were a blur. Like, I don't know, I was in a weird headspace at that time. So everything in November was kind of like a blur for me. I feel like I was going through the emotions a little bit, and it was a very emotional month for me. So I was just going through it. And then December came. I started to get my house together. Things are starting to look different, and then now we are here. But back to my dog, like, he showed up on my doorstep in like November, and I kept saying I wanted a dog. Like, y'all, I have been talking about a dog for years. Like, yeah, we gonna back up. Like, but for years I have been talking about getting a dog, a specific kind of dog, and he is not the dog that I wanted, but God gave me a dog. Like, I had made sure I put it out that this dog was missing, and that could somebody claim him. Baby, nobody has came to come get him, and he's like the dog I didn't want, but I knew I needed, because I knew I wanted a dog. So he's such a sassy little boy, but he is a boy dog at that. So I got a boy dog in a brownish kind of color, and it's crazy because I wanted a toy poodle that was like a reddish brown color, and he's almost like a little fox. Like, he's a little fox. We call him Bingo. I let my son name him, so his name is Bingo. But yeah, he showed up at my doorstep and has not left since then. So this is my dog. Like, I got a dog. That's my dog show. But yeah, so now it brings us to here, and I am ending this year, like, y'all, so blessed. I know it's so many great things for me in year 2024. 2024 is not my year. Like, I'm not gonna claim it as my year, because this is not my year. This is the year that I'm prepping for my year. So this year coming up is like preparation. Like, God is gonna prepare me in such a way that when he pop out with my blessing, I ain't even gonna know who I am. Like, I'm not gonna recognize myself. I'm gonna be like, and there's more. Like, there is more. This ain't even it. This ain't even you scratching the surface. Like, this is the year that I put in some of the most productive hard work that I've ever put in my life to date in my adult years. Like, this kind of reminds me of that time when I was preparing to go to Jackson State and didn't even know I was going to Jackson State. Like, the story of how I got to JSU, I just worked my ass off, and then I had that one professor that was like a godsend, and he told me, like, you belong at an HBCU. You should look into these HBCU. So I thought I was gonna end up at Texas Southern. Really thought that. But ironically, I ended up at JSU. But all that preparation and hard work and research and dedication that I put into getting into JSU, after that, like after 2016, I had some of the most prosperous years leading up to the time I got pregnant with my son. And then, like, I had some great years. Like 2016, 2017, 2018 was like pivotal points for me. Like, they was so great. I had so much fun. Even 2015 was really great. Yeah, I would say 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, like, I had a 4-year stretch of like good years, like solid good years, like good friends, good vibes, travel, being in the South, but being in the South for the very first time. So this is kind of put me in that kind of headspace. Like, I am getting into that kind of space that I am about to embark on an amazing journey, because if it wasn't for JSU, I would not be here, baby. The thing I love to the day I die. Like, I bleed the blue for real. But yeah, like, I am part of an amazing HBCU family, and whatever God has in store for me is something big. Like, it's real big, and it's no prayer or anything that can pray on this downfall, because baby, you don't even know what I'm working on. You don't even know what's already lined up, that's already in play motion, because I don't even know. I just know this is going to be a preparation year. So guys, this wraps up my video, my 2023 recap. And like I said, I'm going to do a vlog. I'm going to go ahead and post my vlog too, so you guys get to watch the sit down portion of me talking about the more mental part of my 2023, and then you guys get to see the physical, all the stuff that I did in 2023. Yeah, so next year we're gonna have new doors opening. We're gonna implement new routines, and just new everything. Like, we have to be consistent. Like, that's the key. Whatever it is that you're doing or that you plan on doing, be consistent in it and dedicated and love what you're doing. Find love in it all. Go ahead and comment down below, so, like, some of your experiences or some of your pivotal, like, just crazy moments of 2023. Let's just talk about it. Let's open up a discussion board in the comment section. I want to see what you guys went through, or if anybody was having a rough year like me and then it turned out to be a beautiful blessing. Like, I just want to hear what y'all have to say. Yeah, so go ahead and like this video, subscribe of course, and yeah, I will see you guys in 2024. Well, this should be in 2024, but I will see you guys in the next few days with the vlog portion of this video. And yeah, stay tuned with me, and let's just go ahead and work it out, because your girl's about to end up in her 30s. Like, I'm about to enter in the 30 club. So all my women that are 30, go ahead and comment down below too. But all right, peace. See you guys in the next video.